Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tiger! Come back! Come back!
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Richmond!
They run with Hunt. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ready. 319. Check 24. Under. Z.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Z.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Under.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z.
This is McCaffrey on the deal. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Flag 32. Under.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First carry for James Conner. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Slow.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. To the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Ready. Flag 32.
They'll set up a throw. Shakes off the sand. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best must to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Richmond. Reset.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Come back.
Watson off play action. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. The ball is out. Watson lost it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Maybe a yard up in the 24.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Third down. That's Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there was no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 9. Back to throw. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down, he'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Flag 32. Flag 32. Under. Flag 51. Two jet.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Room to run past midfield. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson. He sets to fire deep. And his throw is incomplete. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Slow.
Starting the 2nd half with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Slow.
Watch 89.
Under.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Ready. 319.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Slow. Under.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Ready. 319. 319. Z.
He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run again with Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
319.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He can run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah,
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He juked him. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Come back.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Hunt. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Close to field goal range now. Get up, get set, and spike it.
Back to throw. Man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.